Hello, my name is Jenna Even, and my senior project was livestock safety for adolescents. So, a little bit about me. My parents are Eugene and Holly Even. I have two brothers, Jack, who is a sophomore, and Michael, who is an eighth grader, and they both go to Parker High School. And my future plans are to attend Southwest Minnesota State University and major in egg business. So, the activities I'm involved in FFA, and I'm currently the chapter secretary. I compete in land judging, egg communications, and livestock judging. I am also a member of the St. Anne's Catholic Religious Education Program and a member of the Live Wires 4-H Club in Parker. My mentor was Dawn Lieber. She works at Weeman Land and Auction as an office assistant / auction clerk. Her husband is Rich Lieber, who is a farmer. She has 3 kids, Kim, Andrew, and Travis, and Kim is married to Sawyer. My advisor is Miss Kelly Dunkelberger. She's the junior high and high school agriculture teacher. It is her 17th year of teaching and her 7th being at Parker. She's the Parker FFA advisor. Her husband is Dean Dunkelberger, who is a welder. She has 3 kids, Jeff, who is a senior, Vanessa, who is a freshman, and Elizabeth, who is a 3rd grader, all at Parker High School. So a little bit about my project. My project was teaching livestock safety to the elementary kids, K through 6th grade. And why I wanted to keep this going was because Miss Dunkelberger just wanted to keep it going during Egg Week. Because Caleb Boozman was going to do farm safety last year, but due to COVID, he did not get to do that. So I just wanted to do animal safety or livestock safety instead of farm safety. So I spent $253.25, and it approximately took me 60 hours. So my research paper, my thesis statement was, by learning animal safety, farmers will not be able to support their beef cattle, dairy cattle, swine, sheep, goats, horses, and poultry. And my main points were beef cattle, dairy cattle, sheep, swine, goats, horses, and poultry. And I just explained in depth about the main things of safety for each of those animals. So my project process was I had to work with administration. I had to work with Ms. Johnson to make sure I could do this project because, of COVID. I didn't know if I was going to be able to go into elementary classes. I also had troubles choosing a date. It was going to be during National FFA Week, which is the end of week in February, but due to state wrestling, Miss Dunkelberger and I just could not make it work in our schedules. So then I wanted to do it on National Egg Day, which is March 23rd, but due to our FFA Week, Egg Week celebrations, it just happened to become on May 25th. I also had to email the teachers to have them sign up for different spots for their class, 25-minute slots throughout the day. We didn't want them to be coming together, so we had to make them separate. And I also had to email the teachers because I had a presentation I was going to show them in my slideshow, but it was just too long to show them with my little short time slot. So I had to send that and had to send the video to make sure they could just show them to their students before they came down. And I also had to work on the slideshow. I had to make a separate slideshow about the animal safety. And what I did, as you can see in the corner, I did a little bit of the slideshow, just show you what it looks like. And I also had to find different animals. So we looked at what we had before, between what we wanted this year. And it's pretty much all the same, but we did add pigs and chickens from the years before that we have not had before. So I also had to choose different activities. The coloring books Caleb Boozman was actually going to hand out last year, but unfortunately did not get to. So Misty was just going to hand them out anyway. So I just decided I'll just throw them in with my presentation. So I handed out the coloring books along with I bought some crayons, just some farm crayons, so they had some crayons to color with the coloring books. And I also decided to make sugar cookies. My original plan was to make stress balls or 5 stress balls, but those just would cost so much more money. So I decided just to make sugar cookies and design them as animals. So the final product was I taught elementary students about livestock safety, and I answered their questions throughout. When they were with the animals, I answered their questions while they were petting them. And also the animals, it was a really bad picture I took, but we had the pigs, the sheep, the donkey, and the horses, and then in that little corner we had the calf, and then on the side, because they didn't really need a big cage because they had their own cages, the bunnies had their own cages, and the little chicks were just born the day before, so they were in a tub. And also the final product of the cookies, you cannot see the cookies because my face is there, but they were designed as a pig, sheep, cow, and chicken. So problems encountered were COVID-19. I obviously wanted to do more with it. From A Communications last year, we had this Pin the Pig game, and that was kind of fun for the kids to get involved in, but I did not have enough time to do that, and also different games that we could do. Also, I didn't really know how I was going to keep the little kids' attention. Well, luckily, they actually were great. They didn't look at the animals very much. They were munching on their cookie throughout my presentation, which was nice, and they were very interactive when I was asking them questions. Scheduling with teachers, as you could see before, there were kind of a lot of scribbles on it. But we all made it work because certain teachers couldn't go at certain times. So I had to email other teachers to make sure they could move. And the coloring books, Caleb only ordered 240 last year. Well, we gained about 7 or 10 kids. So I had to hurry up and buy 10 more coloring books before the week before my presentation, which I didn't think they were going to come in on time, but luckily they did. But in the long run, I have tons of extra. So I really did not need to bring those coloring books or buy those extra coloring books. But the preschoolers and daycare came over and also looked at the animals, and I gave them coloring books and crayons to go with it. So that used some of them up from the 6th graders and 5th graders not wanting any, and also the changing dates, like I explained before. So my learning stretch was communicating with adults. I really don't like communicating with older people or communicating in general. So it was a new thing for me communicating with people to buy animals and elementary teachers for sure. Also, teaching, I've never taught a class before, especially elementary, so it was new for me teaching a wide range of ages. And I also had a simplified lesson because a 6th grader is going to get something different than a kindergartner. So I kind of had to make sure it was simplified enough for a kindergartner, but not too boring for a 6th grader, but more educational for a 6th grader than a kindergartner that they would not understand. And also frosting cookies. I've never really frosted sugar cookies before, so I had to make sure that the frosting was the right consistency. And at first, I started with it super soupy frosting, but I had to thicken it up a little bit with adding more powdered sugar, which was a learning stretch for me also. And I want to thank the elementary teachers and students for the teachers for letting me have their students for a half hour, teaching them about livestock safety, and the students for being such great students and paying attention and interacting with me when I was asking them questions. Miss Janelle Johnson for letting me do this presentation. I didn't think I was going to because of COVID, but luckily I was able to. Miss Sarah Barnhart for being my English teacher and just helping me with my research paper the most. Miss Kelly Dunkelberger for letting me borrow her shop for the day to do this presentation because it was all in her shop, and also helping me with my research paper and just asking questions throughout that I had. Don Lieber for helping me make the slideshow for that day and just reading my research paper also. The FFA officers for helping at the petting zoo. They were very interactive with the kids also, and they were getting involved, getting the kids able to pet them. My parents, my dad for letting me borrow the trailer. I was the one who brought the calf and the pigs, so it was nice to let me borrow the trailer. My mom for helping me frost cookies. We had about 300 cookies that we had to frost, so it took a lot of time to do that. And my brothers for making sure the cookies tasted all right so the kids would not die from them. Thank you.